Hand Liverpool the Premier League title now. Nobody is catching them at all. Nobody is getting near to the levels that they're showing right now. They're just too good. 5-0 against West Ham away from home is absolutely ridiculous. Salah, Diaz, Gakpo, everybody is scoring in that front line. And when you have a front line as powerful as that, it is going to be very, very difficult for anybody to stop it. You know, the defense is as sure as well. Van Dijk, Gomez went off injured. Kwanzaa came in. They didn't even look like they were going to struggle. And that is what you need when you're going for a Premier League title. Solid defense and a powerful attack. And Liverpool have that right now. And coupled with their midfields, you know, McAllister, Gravenberch, Jones or Szoboszlai, whoever's in there, they're going to be putting up 10 out of 10 performances. You know, it is absolutely ridiculous the levels that everybody on that Liverpool team is showing right now. It is unstoppable. You know, I don't even feel like I could blame West Ham for a performance like that. You know, as an Arsenal fan in the title race with Liverpool, you just cannot physically stop it. I don't think any team has stopped really Liverpool going forward except Nottingham Forest, and that was a very, very long time ago. They have ways of changing in-game. It's not like the Klopp days where in-game changes wouldn't happen. With Slot, you can tell he has different things to do. He knows how to tweak things slightly, and it works every single time. His substitutions as well, he knows when to make them. Gravenberch could have been sent off, could have got a yellow card today, which meant he would miss the Manchester United game next. He took him off, brought on Endo, and he was absolutely insane. Him as a backup six, Liverpool are so blessed. I mean, he's so underrated. He was sniffing things out. It can be very easy to come onto a game where you're so far ahead of the opposition and just turn it on like that. But Endo did that. You know, he was winning the ball back, playing it out to other players. I saw him attempting line-breaking passes as well. It was a really, really positive performance from him, and he deserves more game time. But because Liverpool are so good and their squad depth is so good in that midfield area, it is very, very hard to say who he would replace. And I know a lot of people will talk about Gravenberch, but one player who kind of doesn't get noticed enough in that midfield is McAllister. I feel like he's top 3 best midfielders in the world currently. By the way, he covers the ground as well. For someone not that quick, he covers the ground so well. He just gets about the pitch so quickly. No one can stop him. You know, it's really, really interesting the way he uses his body for a slightly, you know, slower, shorter player. He really does like getting about physically. And then his on-the-ball ability as well is just absolutely world class. You see him doing line-breaking passes. You see him finding Salah. You see him, you know, just passing on to other players in there. It is just absolutely unreal what he has done. You know, I feel like Liverpool, 35 million on McAllister will be one of the best bargains we have ever seen. And then there's Trent Alexander-Arnold, the amount of times outside the foot, you know, over the top, into the space of the player. He would play so many good balls in. And when you've got all-timers like him in your side, it is impossible to stop him. I feel like the only thing that can really derail Liverpool and Trent is hopefully, you know, the news coming out, he's going to Real Madrid in January. That is all we can really hope for. But for now, Trent, the way he's playing, linking up with Salah, the happiness he was doing, you saw the celebration as well. He's ready to stay, he's ready to fight. And that is only bad news for the rest of us, because when Trent is on it, when he's pinging those balls about, nothing can really stop him. And that is just fair play to Liverpool with the amount of players they have, the way they're making the profiles work together. And Mo Salah, it was only 2 weeks ago, there was debates about him or Hazard. Absolutely ridiculous. In what world is Hazard on the level of Mo Salah ever was? You know, it's just unreal. We're witnessing probably the best Premier League season. I think that's now 17 goals and 13 assists in the Premier League. He's on for a 60 goal and assist campaign in the Premier League alone. That's discounting Champions League, Carabao, FA Cup, 60 goals and assists combined in a Premier League season. It is uncharted, you know, sort of territory. He is unreal, you know. And when you see players like Mo Salah scoring the goals he does, I look at Arsenal's front line, I see Havertz, Martinelli. You just can't compete. You just can't. Mo Salah is an absolute baller. Probably one of the best players, you know, we've seen in the Premier League for a very, very long time. And if Liverpool can hang on to him as well, they're going to be looking good for a couple of seasons under Arne Slot. You know, Virgil van Dijk again at the back, distributing, you know, just keeping things tight. You know, it goes unsaid, but Virgil van Dijk has had 9 out of 10 performances throughout the whole season. He is not slowing down. He's probably been the best performing defender in the world at the minute, and that just goes to show. Salah, best performing attacker. Trent, one of the best performing right backs at the minute. Van Dijk, one of the best. Gravenberch, McAllister, one of the best as well. Everybody is performing, and even the players coming off the bench, like I've said, Endo, Jota came off the bench today and scored. They have players who can influence and impact games if needed. And when you have those sort of players, you're going to win games. You're going to win Premier League titles. I do not see Liverpool slipping up. I know many times before last season, they were 5 points ahead at the top. But this season, it is different. They smell blood. They smell victory. They smell titles. And for me, as an Arsenal fan, it is not looking good. Liverpool are absolutely insane. And I want them to slow down now.